hyperLativ, the Norwegian gamer. Previously in this gameplay. And now, the the rest.
Hi guys, hyperLativ here, the Norwegian gamer, and this is the rest of the gameplay which you saw in the last video. Now, I showed you how I was struggling with the G36C, and I changed it up to the UMP45, and it turned out that it actually was my first gameplay or game with the UMP45, having just unlocked it. Roadkill. and yeah, I just unlocked the UMP45, and before that I had been using the Scar H. Now, the Scar H is a quite powerful weapon. I mean, it does 34 damage up close, so that means it's a 3-hit kill if you are in their fucking face range. If you're in that range, it's a pretty effective weapon. And going over to the G36 was kind of a new experience to me. So I was struggling in the start, but this UMP45 is kind of a nice bridge between the two weapons. Now, incidentally, the UMP45 is actually going to get a buff in DICE's next patch for Battlefield 3. So the gun was nerfed from the beta to the full retail release. So the gun was pretty overpowered, I guess, in the beta. It was a bit too good, but it's now nerfed, and I think it's actually quite nice. It's right where it should be, really. And I don't think that it really needs a buff. I mean, if you know how to use this gun, it's quite effective as it is. And I'm not sure about this. I mean, I'm afraid that it's going to be too overpowered. Another gun that's getting a buff, though, is the PP2k, more commonly known as the PP2000. And that gun is in a serious need of a buff. It's gotten a pretty hefty nerf since the beta, and when I first started using the gun in the beta, I wasn't liking it too much, but after, you know, going away from it and then coming back, I was actually kind of enjoying the gun, and it was actually quite effective. And seeing as it only has, you know, 20 rounds in the magazine and +1 in the chamber, you kind of have to be on target when you're shooting with a gun, because you don't have many bullets to waste. And when the gun doesn't really shoot people, it kind of just tickles them instead of hurting them. It's not very good. So I was kind of thinking in the start that if I managed to just use the gun until I got the extended mags, because when you put the extended mags on that bad boy, it has 40 rounds in the magazine +1 in the chamber, which actually is quite decent for that gun. But the fact is, I was just getting too frustrated using the gun with the low damage that it does, that it didn't even manage to do that. So the PP2k getting a buff is a good thing. I'm really on board with that, because that gun may just be useful again, which I'm all for, because it was quite a good gun in the beta, but in retail release, not so much. So as you can see, I decided to jump into this LAV, which gives me great cover, especially considering that for some reason it doesn't always take damage. The first rocket that hit me didn't do any damage at all. So this is a phenomenon that I've kind of not discovered, but kind of run by, I guess, in multiple vehicles, including the Amtrak, which is the for some reason the Russian version of this, I guess, and it's a strange bug, I guess, or glitch, or whatever, because it makes these vehicles stronger. Not that I mind it when I'm using them myself, but it's kind of annoying when you're the guy trying to take out these vehicles. So, the gameplay is coming to an end here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you next time. Snackis.
Oh!